surprise podcast on an off day. Wow. We just kind of decided to do this last minute. We wanted to have some fun. As you could tell, we're doing a few drafts today.
Two.
Maybe.
That's not a few.
Well, really? Semantics? You're going to give me with semantics?
That would be a couple.
I've been up for 3 hours. Leave me alone. All right? I'm absolutely wired on Starbucks right now. This man has drinking 3 coffees today. He's fine.
I'm tired, man.
And I feel like I should go beat up fucking, I don't know, someone.
Go run a lap around the campus.
I'm going to run to Colorado.
Yeah.
Do a live pod right now. But we'll see. We'll see, how this goes. We might have to throw in a few more. We might have to cut a few short. We'll see. But we want the one we wanted to start with is our number draft. So there's a few things about this. So one, I don't know how you want to do this. Do you want to just do favorite numbers or like best numbers? Like which numbers have the best players? And like a mix of both.
I was gonna do favorite. Like I think it should just be a mixture between favorite numbers and favorite players who wear these numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
And then I don't want a snake. I just want to. I don't want a snake.
You don't want a snake.
Like one of us can pick first in the first draft, and one of us can pick first in the second draft, and go back and forth instead of snake drafting.
So like you go first, I go second, then you go third, and I go fourth. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's good. I like that. Okay. So explain again what you had. So my idea was that we would do it's like a mixture of like, obviously just 91, pretty talented number, that was kind of like my thing. Is it like 91 talented number?
You can go with talent. You can go with favorite players. You could go with just a dope number, like whatever your reasoning for it is. Doesn't matter.
All right.
And then maybe we can put out a Twitter poll to see like who.
Yeah, we'll
whose numbers are
hopefully
better.
People will respond to it.
Probably not, but it's all right.
Nobody looks at our dank memes either. It's really frustrating.
It's all right, man.
Spent a lot of time and effort into that Matthias.
Got to roll with the punches. Yeah, by a lot of time and effort, you mean 5 minutes while I was talking.
Yeah, pretty much. Really quick, we're doing. Hold on, let me pull this up on my other screen. I want to do a segment here. This person has like 600 followers on Twitter, so I would be surprised if y'all didn't like know who they were. But there's a new segment I want to do. Every day where we do a podcast, just really quick on the start, we're gonna look at random Avs goal every day. So today's Avs goal was Avs versus Devils, February 3rd, 2014. Ryan O'Reilly's 21st of the season and 66th of the career. So
I remember this game.
We're gonna
I was
watch
at Little Ricky's eating pizza.
I forgot that I thought 3v3 overtime was implemented a lot later than this.
This is 4-on-3. It's 4
but it's not a power play. So this was 4-on-4 overtime times?
It's 4-on-4 overtime, yeah.
Okay. I guess I might have had a brain fart get out of here thing. All right. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to make sure you guys can hear it because it's a good call. I think it's John Forsland. And I love John Forsland, so make sure you guys can hear it. Blake, tell me if you can hear it.
And McKinnon, they trade places. McKinnon holding on to it. Duchesne side, look, O'Reilly scores! Ryan O'Reilly in Colorado wins in overtime.
Such an obscure goal.
McKinnon.
Nice little 1-1 hockey game going into OT. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a good play. Nathan McKinnon, that's like, because that was, that was still rookie McKinnon.
Yeah.
He just walks in, draws everybody to him, and they just forget to cover Matt Duchene and Ryan O'Reilly, who are both very good players. Just good vibes. That was just a nice goal. Fun goal. For a fun team. They probably scored that last goal with an empty netter. I don't remember. Blake has a lot better memory of things than I do. Like, pretty much anything before I was 13, I don't remember. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched every game since I was 5.
I probably watched this game. I just don't remember it as well. Like, there's just games that I don't remember, And in a 1-1 game, I probably got bored. So.
I was eating pizza at Little Ricky's.
Little Ricky's. Where's Little Ricky's?
DTC.
DTC. All right. Well, there you go. That's our new segment of the day.
I don't even think it's there anymore.
Oh, really?
No.
That's sad. You should check it out.
It wasn't very good. It was with my basketball team.
Oh, Blake played basketball.
I did.
Despite his now current disdain for the sport.
Yeah, I hate it. I hated it when I played it too. Just all my friends did, so I did too.
I'm so bad at basketball.
I was in 4th grade, so no.
All right, let's get into it. You're on the left, so you go first. Even though you're on
really?
Yeah.
This is the best one to be going first in. Well, I'm taking 21.
21? I'm actually kind of surprised.
No. There's no question about it. 21.
21.
It's the most worn number in the sport. And
really?
Peter Forsberg wore it. So there you go. 21.
Peter Forsberg. It's a good player.
Yeah.
All right.
Without injuries, he would have been top 5 ever. Suck it. I don't need it. I don't need any other opinions. It's a fact of life.
The facts of life.
118 points in the dead puck era, man. Who
That's
does that? Okay, your turn.
Who gets a stamp made after them nowadays? Like,
yeah,
it was just he was very good. He was a good hockey player.
An icon. Yeah,
icon living. All right, my first pick. It might be, I don't know, might be recency bias. Might be a lot of things, but goddamn, if number 8 just doesn't have good vibes. A little bit of a tribute to Peter McNabb, who wore the number back in his day. Kel McCarr.
Where is it? Podcast is named after this number. Yeah.
Yeah. Sandis Ojolinch wore this number. It was
Jan Heda.
Jan Heda. I met him once. He's cool.
I did too. South Suburban Ice Arena.
Yep. The same place I met him.
He was totally caught off guard too, because I'm like this little 10-year-old. It's like,
right.
Jan Heda.
And obviously, around the league, you have a lot more guys like Ovi, Timo Solani wore number 8, Cam Neely, Drew Doughty. A lot of great defensemen wear number 8.
And the best one wears it. So.
Yep. Yeah. So.
Yeah. That was number 2 on my board. So.
Okay. Well,
this is going as expected.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think you know where I'm going here.
I think I do.
Yeah. 29.
Yep.
This is the number I wear after my favorite player.
Big into the 20s.
My favorite player, Patrick Laine. Just kidding.
Hey, man's got drip. All right.
I'm so sad. Jay Fresh changed his profile picture from Jack Johnson kissing the cup to a Patrick Laine in a, cool suit. It's just, it's not going to be the same, man.
He's got 2 things. It's Patrick Laine drip and it's Jack Johnson. So.
Yeah. Give me 29.
All right. This is a pain in my ass. Whatever. I'm just not gonna. This isn't worth pulling up. All right. Let me really quick. See what other players wear 29. Obviously we said Patrick Laine. Who else wears 29?
Greg
Leon
Patterson wore
Draisaitl.
29. Greg Patterson wore 29 on the Wild.
The greatest player of all time, Greg Patterson. Ken Dryden wore 29. Thomas Vokoun.
Flower.
That's correct. For some reason on this article, they just did not mention Nathan McKinnon, so that's super cool. It's not a big deal, but here, hold on. Let me sweater numbers. Perfect. All right, here. Let me look at it. I found a better website to look at this at. Okay, so 29 this year: Mackenzie Blackwood, Phoenix Copley, Leon Draisaitl, Dylan Dubé, Vince Dunn, Marc-Andre Fleury, Barrett Hayton, Dylan Hetherington, Vinny Hinostroza, Pontus Holmberg, Dryden Hunt when he was with the Rangers, Kulikov, Line McKinnon, Brock Nelson, and Jake Ottinger. It's become a common goalie number, actually. It's kind of interesting.
It's just a good number.
It's a nice number, you know. But I don't know. I don't think this number is worn by that many people. But I just love it. I don't know if Mikko wears it because he wants to wear 69, and this is as close as he can get without getting absolutely crapped on. But dude, 96 is such a visually appealing number. I just love seeing Rantanen wear that.
I'm just gonna say this: you could have got that with your 5th pick.
Sorry. Yeah, but you know, I don't think any of the numbers that I'm gonna want to take that you're gonna take. Apparently Abe Kubel wears 96. Anders Bjork wears it. Andrei Kuzmenko, obviously
the Kuzmeister,
Jack Roslovic, and Jake Wallman all wear it. So not a very talented number, but
no,
kind of carried by the Moose. So yeah.
All right.
Okay, your turn.
So here I was debating between two. I could go to the tainted number, but it's just like such a good number. Like so many people wear it. Right. But I'm going to stay away from it.
I don't know what that tainted number is, but
9. I'm going to take it.
Oh.
I'm going to take 4.
You're going to take 4. 4 was my number growing up. I wore 6 because I couldn't get 4, and then I wore 4 for Tyson Barrie, and then I wore 12. I don't know why. And now I'm at 26. I did wear 8 for a season though.
Yeah, 4 just because I don't know, just a good number.
4 is always good defenseman vibes.
John Michael Lyles, Tyson Barrie.
If you're wearing 4, that means you're a great offensive defenseman. Bowen Byram. Rasmus Anderson, Bowen Byram, Jeremy Davies, Michael Delzato, Cam Fowler, Vladislav Gavrikov, Scott Harrington, Miro Heiskanen, Seth Jones, Nick Leddy, John Merrill, Neil Pionk.
Oh, maybe I want to switch my pick.
Not because of Nick Leddy?
Yeah.
Braden Schneider, Justin Schultz, Yusuf Valimaki. I mean, that's a stack. That's a
Braden Schneider.
That is a
got Braden Schneider and Nick Leddy. Ooh.
That is a stacked number, though. That is probably the most stacked number we've had so far.
It's a good one.
That's a lot of talent.
And it just looks good in the Avs font, too.
It looks really good in the Avs font. That's probably my favorite number in the Avs font, I think.
Mine's 9. I love the 9.
I don't love the 9. It's been tainted.
The 2 and the 9.
Unfortunately.
I like the 2 and the 9.
That makes sense, but the 9 on itself has just been tainted.
I also love the 3, but keep going.
The 3? Your turn. What I don't know. I just really like the 4. I don't know. I've never been a fan of odd numbers anyways.
I have been.
I'm not an odd numbers guy. So but yeah. So geez. Let me think here. Do I want to go with the cheeky one? Just I kind of shouted this one out before, or do I want to go with one that I visually like?
For my last 2, I'm going to take two that I just like for no particular reason.
That makes sense. I have my last pick hammered in, but
It's gonna be something like 67.
67. No, I'm gonna go a little bit cheeky. I'm going 91. This number is absolutely just stacked with talent.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, why all these good centers wear number 91, but they just do.
Yeah.
Steven
Dawson
Stamkos,
Mercer, baby.
Yeah.
Or not anymore, right? I don't know.
Does Dawson Mercer not wear 91 anymore? Let's see.
It's either he does now or he used to.
It says he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evander Kane kind of taints this number for me.
Mm.
But, I mean, and obviously John Tavares. Fuck that guy. Sammy Blais, Carl Grunstrom, Kent Johnson. He's going to be nasty. Obviously, Nazem Kadri. Evander Kane, Dawson Mercer, Sean Monahan. Cole Perfetti is one that I'm like, yeah. I've always actually kind of been a big fan of Tyler Seguin. So even the fact that he plays for Dallas doesn't really taint that number for me. Joe Snively, that's a guy. Daniel Sprong, Steven Stamkos, Vladimir Tarasenko, and John Tavares. Absolutely just shocked with offensive talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
For my 4, give me 11. Just love 11. I wore 11 until...
Damn it, dude. I was thinking about picking 11.
I wore 11 until... I think I was 12, and then I just started picking 29. It's like enough having my own brand. I'm just going to wear 29.
You're not a branding expert. 11 is always just good teamwork guy. Like he's just,
Jamie
good
McGinn,
locker room guy. Good locker room guy.
Jamie McGinn. I believe Jay McClement. I think I might be pulling that one out of my ass though. No, Jay McClement was a different one. I think Jay McClement was 18. I don't remember.
One guy in the NHL who wears number 68. Wow.
Who is it?
Mike Hoffman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Cogswell, Mikhail Maltsev, Matt Calvert.
There you go. That's the big one, Matty Calvert. But I mean, you look at this list of guys. It's just guys that work hard. Mikhail Backlund, Andrew Cogliano, Trent Frederick, Brandon Gallagher, Luke Glendening, Dylan Genther. Dylan Genther is going to be nasty. Andreas Janssen, Travis Konechny, Anze Kopitar, Luke Cunnin, Zach Parise, Taylor Radish, Jordan Stahl, Philip Zadina, Trevor Zegras. Trevor Zegras is a little bit of an outlier because a lot of those guys are kind of gritty and,
Trevor Zegras works harder than people give him credit for.
Yeah, but he just doesn't play with that kind of like hard-nosed, spunk that those other guys do.
Yeah.
But yeah, 11 was a good one. I was debating picking 11. So that's unfortunate. I'm a bigger goalie guy than you are. And boy, howdy, do I just like the number 40. It's just a nice number. I want to give a shout out to that. I'm not picking 40. I'm picking 42 because I wore this number for like one spring season because in no other league could I get a number that was 42 because they didn't make jerseys that high. But in spring we got to pick whatever number we wanted. So I picked 42.
Manson, baby.
Yep, Josh Manson is really the big one. David Backes kind of tainted it for me a little bit because he was a bit of a prick sometimes.
One time he beat up Nathan McKinnon for fun.
Yeah.
He likes
pretty much it's just Josh Manson. I like the number 42. If you're a nerd, there's like nerd reasons behind this number.
Explain.
Have you read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No.
Okay, well, in that they say 42 is the answer to life, the meaning of the universe and everything.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so I don't know. I really like the even numbers. So 42. Yeah. I was debating picking 40, but then I was like, no. I like 42 better. It's not stacked with a lot of talent. It's a bunch of guys that I've never heard of. Gustav Forsling, Kasperi Kapanen, and Josh Manson. So
that's it.
That is it. It is a bunch of dudes that
three guys I like, to be fair.
I've never been a big Kapanen fan, just because like when there was that, whenever the Avs would play him, he would just score a bunch of breakaway goals against them, and I was like, I hate you. So
I'm gonna go. This is a tough pick. There's a lot of ways I can go.
There are a lot of ways you can go.
I'm gonna go to. Just give me the number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Varley.
I can respect that. Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
You got 11 and then 1.
Yeah. Just give me 1.
Not a lot of players wearing number 1, but best name in hockey does wear it. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen wears number 1. Casey Smith, number 1. Brian Elliott, number 1. Dylan Ferguson, Christopher Gibson, Thomas Greiss, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and Jeremy Swayman. That is a lot of backup goalies.
Just Varley wore it here, and I don't know.
David Abisher, I think.
Yeah.
Wore it.
Yeah.
I like David Abisher.
I mean, it was like Varley and Nate were my 2 guys. When
Yeah.
I was just a young lad. So
a young lad.
yeah.
I'm going with 26 for my last pick.
J-Con.
Yeah, Jacob McDonald wears it. I'm so glad he switched from 34 to that.
I almost took 26 just because I know it's your favorite number.
That would have been an absolutely foul move. I would have taken 29, actually. I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah, I like 8 better.
Yeah. I knew you'd take 8, so I took 21 first because I didn't want to lose 21.
That's fair. 26, I wear that number. Jacob McDonald wore that number. Wears that number. Paul Stastny wore that number. Andrew Agozzino wore that number. And then Ville Nieminen, my favorite player from the old Avs, wore that number. Also a TPS Turco guy. So yeah,
it's a good pick.
26. It's just a nice number.
I
don't know. We're definitely a fan of. You're definitely a fan with number 1. You got a number 1 thing going on here.
Yeah, it's a good number. If you ain't first, you're last. So
that's fair. Obviously, not a lot to these picks. We're just kind of, this is what we like.
See, I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence. Sorry. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, who are these people? All right.
Talladega Nights quote. Talladega Nights quotes are
Talladega Nights.
They're out. Yeah. They're out in full force. So why don't we talk about the Avs and the injuries in between the drafts?
That's not a bad idea. I do want to give honorable mention to number 25 because that's also like kind of Owen Power has given me a love for that number.
And I'll give an honorable mention to 77 and 19.
77. 72 was my other honorable mention. I like 72.
Just Ray Bork, man.
Yeah, that's fair. Really quick, let me give you a rundown of the 26. So we got Nicholas Abruzes, Pontus Andresen, Eric Brandstrom, Rasmus Dahlin, Connor Dewar, Nick Dowd, Matthias Janmark, Jonathan Kovacevic, Jeff Petrie. I used to think that I would be like little Jeff Petrie, but now he kind of sucks. So I don't really want to be like him. Paul Stastny back to wearing it. Michael Stone, Phil Tomasino, Jimmy VC, Oliver Wahlstrom. He's the one that I really like that wears it. Nathan Walker, Sean Walker, and Blake Wheeler.
That's me.
It is.
Don't know why I chose that number, but roll with the punches.
29 was taken.
Was it?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, not when he joined the team.
Right, yeah. Did he sign in Atlanta or Winnipeg?
I think Wheeler was in Atlanta.
He was like one of their last
he played
years.
1 year in Atlanta.
Yeah. So. All right.
From Boston to Atlanta.
Injury talk.
Yeah. Bowers, they don't know anything. They're going to call someone up. Probably Maltsev.
I would hope Maltsev. I don't know why. I mean, I'm happy that Bowers got the call up. I just thought it was a little weird that they sent Maltsev down and then decided not. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah.
So.
I also. Yeah, it's got to be a forward because you need a center. It's got to be a center because you need someone to play fourth line center. So.
Yep. So yeah, I do want to. I want to see Ranta on the third line, and I want to see Cogliano on the fourth line, because then I'll actually probably trust the fourth line more. I hope. And Ranta's his skill set just fits better on that second line, on that third line.
I don't care. I'm indifferent on the lineup. Like, I just like the Cup for Cogliano OC thing.
It does work. It has been working well. So I'm not like feeling like, this is awful, change it. But
that line's like such a good Band-Aid for all your problems.
I think it's a little. So I think the fact that that they said they're going to call someone up probably means that Gerard isn't going to be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
If he was, then they could have just put him on defense and then McDermott on forward.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But the problem with that is you don't have a center. You need a center.
Dude, yeah. Centers are all right. Centers are all right.
If you want to play your fourth line more than 4 minutes, you might want a center to center.
I think Curtis McDermott would be a great center. He doesn't have to take faceoffs. He just has to like push the guy off the puck.
Tie up every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just pure ties. Get that stick and just push him forward.
I wish something he did more is if he would start on the wing on the faceoff and just charge the center after he wins the draw and knock him over. I wish he did that because it's legal.
I know.
Because he just touched the puck. That'd be funny.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Although he might be too slow, he might get there too late. But it might be.
Yeah, then nobody would want to take a face off. That'd be funny.
Scare the piss out of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the other thing was Darren Helm was put on LTIR. He had another surgery.
It's not retroactive.
Yeah.
Which means it's about a month till we see Helm.
Probably.
Yeah.
Remember when he was like day to day?
Yeah, man. Abdomen stuff can be weird. So good on him for just getting it done.
Yep. Everybody has said this before us, but Helm and Cogliano are those guys where you just don't really care,
Until
how
the
they play in the regular season. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so let's get into, well, why did I say name draft? Helm would be nice to have for the
PK right now, though.
That's true. We should have done a name draft.
Nah, that's too much research.
Yeah.
Next draft, favorite players not on the Avalanche.
Yeah. So 1 second here.
And you get the first pick. And I have a feeling I know which direction you're going in.
Do you?
I feel like you're just going to choose 5 Isles.
5 Isles?
Yeah.
I don't like the Islanders that much. I mean, I like the Islanders, but they have enough of those guys that are just really boring that I'm just kind of like, meh. No, I'm actually okay. So here I need a rule clarification. Can we pick guys who used to play for the Avs?
You can. I'm not going to go in that direction.
I want to, but I feel like it is cheating, like a little bit.
It's not cheating, no.
It feels lame.
You can do it. I just chose not to. I'm going to choose one, but that's it.
Okay, so you're choosing one. I'll choose one. He is my first favorite player. He was my favorite player when he was here.
I know who it is. It's Berkey.
Andre Burakovsky. Fuck yeah.
We can't see it.
Yeah, I know. Oops. All right.
Ooh, nice graphic.
Yeah.
Just do Berkey.
Yeah, I'll just do Berkey. I used to call him the Swedish chef. He's been cooking in St. Louis, in Seattle, man.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I mean, with a player like him, he just takes opportunity and he just scores. Like, he's a great opportunity player.
Drives the crap out of play.
He really does, dude. It's so kind of fun watching him because you see him he just flies up the wing and he just keeps his head up, and you're just like, you don't see that with a lot of players. Like, their heads, like, they're always looking up, but they're not like looking up directly.
He's looking at the inch of vacant net that he can see.
That's all he's like, yeah. All right, is this goalie not covering all of the net? Great, I'm going to score.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, dude, they're like, I'm a defenseman, but dude, there's just something about a good sniper that just it makes
the Avs miss it, dude. They missed the easy goal.
Yeah, so. They miss a guy who can. They miss a shooting percentage that's lower than
like Mikko scores easy. Mikko scores it's not. It's like the easiest thing in the world for Mikko Rantanen to score. That's why I think he should shoot more. But Berkey had the same vibes.
Yeah, actually.
Whereas you see like Nate, he'll have like 6 shots on goal in a period and won't score. Like last night, first period, 6 shots on goal. All pretty dangerous. No goals. Just do Berkey, man.
But it makes it feel empty. I'm just gonna do Burakovsky.
Sure.
Last names, that makes more sense. And I just he's an underrated playmaker too. He can dish it like.
Yeah. This one feels.
He's so good. I miss him so much. I want to Seattle jersey for him so bad. All right, go ahead.
This one feels a little stinky, but it doesn't, just because I don't know. It's my one player that on a team that I hate because I'm contractually obligated to, being an Avs fan, but I just love this guy so much. And Mo Seider. Who is it? Mo Seider.
Mo Seider?
Yeah.
Dude, like I know Mo was talented. I'm not on the Mo bandwagon.
Oh, he's so good. He's so good.
Everybody
he's had a little bit of a rough start, but
everybody went so hard on the love for him that it turned me off of him. That I was like, okay, I know he's good. Calm down.
See, I don't care about other people's opinions. I just like who I like, and I love Mo Seider. He's just so
fair. I'm on social media too much that
he just makes people. He just makes people his like. Last year, he made the entire Philadelphia Flyers team his bitch. He just like, oh, you want to forecheck me? I'm just gonna knock you over. Like, he made Frankie his bitch too when he passed it to his teammate. It's just
I remember that. Yeah.
He's just so good, man. He's had a rough start, but I don't care. He's just so fun.
I remember getting into a conversation with someone on Twitter because they were like, I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but they were like talking about, I don't know, how good Mo Seider has been. And I was like, I just said, it sucks because I think he's a good player, but both games he played the Avs, he wasn't his best. He didn't really show like he did in other games.
I thought he was really good in the game in Detroit, not in Denver.
I didn't think he was very good. I know he had that one hit and he had that one pad pass that were really nice. But then like they were all like, "Oh, he was so good," and I dropped his like analytics, and I was like, I mean,
well, he is on a bad team, so you gotta, what last year at least they were bad. So, but I don't know, man. I don't care. Like, I don't care what other people think.
Those are the Red Wings.
This is my one player from a team that I have to hate, but I just don't hate him because he's just so awesome.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So my second pick, I think you might be mad at me for this one. Really, really quick. We're gonna make this a nice official.
I know who it is. It's Scott Mayfield. Scott Mayfield. I know.
Scott Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
Good player. He's a good player. One thing there's one thing that I can appreciate more in this world than a good sniper, and it's a good two-way defenseman.
I knew you were gonna do this.
Yep. I will say he's the only Islander that I'm going to pick unless you pick one of my other guys. So,
but now I get the other Islander that I love. So it's all gonna be okay.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Mayfield has a great number, 24. I like that number too, but it's not a good hockey number.
Oh, I like it. I think it's a good hockey number.
Yeah.
I get Matt Barzal.
Matt Barzal. Okay, I thought you were going to go Noah Dobson, to be honest.
No. Give me Matt Barzal.
Barzal's pretty gross. He hasn't even has he scored a goal yet this year?
He hasn't scored a goal, but he's got an assist.
He's got like 1 million assists. He's following the Nathan McKinnon track where he's just going to get a bunch of assists.
It's Peter
and then
Forsberg.
At some point, he's just going to score 1 million goals in a month.
Peter Forsberg averaged like almost an assist per game in his career, by the way.
Yes, we get it. Peter Forsberg is very good.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Matt Barzal, fun. And
God,
people saying he's
fun, man.
People saying he's overpaid. Nope. Point per game centers making $8 million are not overpaid.
They're not.
And he also has good. He has good defensive numbers too.
Yeah. That was like, you know, people think he's overpaid. It's like, no, he just like was held back by. But now, once he's not, it's paying off in spades because he's still good in his own zone, but he could also be absolutely nasty on the other end. So, yeah.
He's fun.
I have a lot of directions I can go with this. Now, I've always loved goalies. I've always been a big. My friends my best friends when I was playing hockey, they were the goalies. It's because, you know, I was their rock solid defenseman, you know. They just appreciated what I did for them. And one of my favorite goalies in the NHL is Jonathan Gibson. Unfortunately, he sucks, so I'm not going to pick him. But I just want to give him a shout out. My favorite goalie that's not on the Avs and that didn't play for the Avs.
I know who it is.
Let me get a guess here. What do you think?
It is. Wait, is it an Islander?
It's not.
Okay, that's big news. That Bucky.
You think it's Bucky?
Yeah.
Bucky's up there for me. I do like Bucky.
It's not Bucky. Wow.
No, it's not actually. Unfortunately, I've always been partial to like Boston College players. And I don't know. There's just I like the way Spencer Knight plays goalie.
Sure.
I always love Spencer Knight, man. I was really mad that he didn't. I was so mad when the Panthers drafted him because I was like, "Why did you draft him? You signed Sergei Bobrovsky." And clearly now it still makes no sense.
No, it makes sense because Bob isn't very good. So
right, but like that was before they knew that.
Yeah, but in hindsight, it worked out for them.
Well, yeah. Okay. Now they're paying $10 million for a backup goalie. So
okay, let's see. Next pick, I could go so many directions. This is tough, man. All right, I'm gonna do it. John Marino. I feel like I could have gotten him later, but I didn't, you know.
Oh, you absolutely could have. I'm not a big John Marino guy.
He's Devon Toews 2.0. Fight me.
Okay. All right.
He plays it's the same person. He's just a righty.
He's the same person.
Okay. And he'll learn how to play offense as he goes.
Maybe. We'll see.
He's pretty good at it. All right. So
I'm gonna go with I shouted this guy out on our last one. I was a little worried you might pick him. But Owen Power.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, was not gonna pick him.
He's gonna be so good.
Nah, he's just gonna be EJ.
He's gonna be so good. He's big.
I just watch him. I'm like, that's EJ.
And I'm gonna get the goat head jersey with his name on it, and then I'm going to find a Miroslav Shatan one, and I'm gonna wear it, and it's gonna be Satan Power.
He's just EJ.
Satan Power.
No.
Satan Power.
That's sad.
Satan Power.
Okay.
Fun.
Okay, I'll save my super obscure nonsense for the 5th one.
Your super obscure nonsense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you got to have one of those too.
What here? Why don't should we add a 6 pick for super obscure nonsense because we have time for it?
Sure, 6 pick for super obscure nonsense. We'll go 5 actual players. All right, sure.
Yeah, and then just the one guy, the random guy that you're just like, I like this guy.
Yeah. All right, give me Breadman for 4. Panarin.
I've never been a big Panarin guy.
I love the guy, dude.
I love his personality. I just don't like him as a player.
I love the personality, and he's just so fucking good. That's about all I got.
Yeah. I know he's good. That's why I don't like him.
He's the only Rangers player that I like. I don't like Chris Kreider because he doesn't. The way he scores and like produces.
You don't like Keandre Miller?
No.
Oh.
Because people think Keandre Miller's good and he's not. No, so sure. Panarin, I think, I don't know, just like the way he produces, it doesn't feel bad. You know, like Chris Kreider tapping in 50 goals on the back door last year felt bad. Mika Zibanejad's stupid one-timer feels bad. Like Adam Fox collecting cheapy secondary power play points because of Breadman feels bad. But Artemi Panarin, all of his production does not feel bad. He's the reason that these fools get all these goals.
And that's why I don't like him, because I'm like, stop.
That's why I love him, because he's the one who like makes the Rangers like respectable. Without him, they would be a 70-point team. So
probably, yeah.
I love Artemi Panarin.
I should have taken this guy way earlier. I don't know why I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know the origins of this man, but he in fact grew up in my neck of the woods. And
hold on.
I played with his brother.
Played with his brother. Okay. Grew up in your neck of the woods. Played with his brother. Colorado. Oh, Jacob Slavin.
No, it's
he grew up in Colorado. Oh, yeah.
Troy the Wonder Boy. This guy is absolutely gross.
He's gross, but I don't know, man.
He's so good. It's so funny watching the Ducks play because they're not a good team. But if they ever get into a shootout, you're done. You're losing. You're just done. All right.
Don't do that, man. The Sharks played them twice in a week.
Yeah, and it was the same thing.
They were just content to go to the shootout.
We're just like, okay, well.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, Terry didn't score in the second shootout. So
what?
Terry didn't score in the second shootout, but
yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. He scored in the first one, not the second one.
From what I saw, he did, but I don't know, maybe whatever.
Nah, James Reimer made the save.
Yeah. Okay. I still love Troy. I met him once, so that also boosts it. Mm-hmm. I would say, I mean, obviously I already have a Mayfield jersey. I want a Berkey Seattle jersey, and obviously I have an Avs jersey of him. I want the Owen Power jersey. I wouldn't mind a Spencer Knight jersey. I really want a Troy Terry jersey, so, you know.
Troy.
Mm-hmm. I call him Troy the Wonder Boy.
Cringy.
Troy the Wonder Boy. It's from a TV show. It's not cringy.
All right. Do I have to take a goalie?
No.
Okay, then I'm not gonna.
Why would I make you take a goalie? I mean, I should because it'd be funny, but
give me Sasha Barkov.
Barkov's a good pick.
He's so good, man.
I remember I thought he was Russian for the longest time.
I would rather have Nate, but like had the Avs chosen Sasha Barkov in that draft.
Yeah.
Deal.
He has been kind of stinky in the playoffs, though.
Yeah. It's true. He's just so good, man.
Yeah.
So skilled. He uses his size to his advantage, like Mikko should. You know what I mean? Like, just such a tank. He's so skilled. He has the silkiest mitts.
He does have some really silky mitts.
He's got an underrated shot too. It's a good shot.
Who do you think has the best shootout lineup here?
The best shootout lineup?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got Barzal and Breadman and Barkov, and you've got Troy.
Berkey's good.
Did he ever take a shootout?
Let's look it up really quick.
I don't think he did.
He must have at one point. Shootout. I see nothing.
Yeah.
This is actually one of my favorite highlights of Berkey. It was funny. Was when he reverse hit Manson in 2021. I remember I watched it and I put it in one of my videos and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because Berkey like would throw around his weight sometimes. And when Berkey throws around his weight, I'm just like, yes. It just gives me like the tippy taps. I get all giggly and happy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I got giggly and happy when Shane Bowers reverse hit Tanner Jeannot last night. And then Tanner Jeannot, being the ass face he is, pulled him down. And then Bowers got hurt. So now I hate Tanner Jeannot. He's on my shit list.
Eventually, we'll make a least favorite player draft.
Yeah. Tanner Jeannot's
right.
on my shit list. He'll be on there.
You do your obscure player first. I need to think first.
I do my obscure player first. Okay. You ready for this one? Give me Fabian Zetterlund. Yes, Fabian Zetterlund.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I cannot tell you why. I just watch him and I'm like, good hockey player.
All right, man.
Yeah, and he's in their top 6 too. Like, oh, I forgot. I missed an obvious one.
Care to share?
Yeah. Jesper Bratt.
Jesper Bratt.
Best player in the NHL. He's the best player in the NHL, by the way.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, buddy.
You're gonna be on this train. I'm gonna say it every podcast from now on. JBIT, BPIT, NHL. Jesper Bratt's the best player in the NHL. It's a whole thing on Twitter. It's hilarious. It's also true.
I have 2 obscure guys that I really like. One of them is Patrick Nemeth, but I already picked the next Av. It's obscure, all right?
He lost us the Vegas series, man.
He did not lose us the Vegas series.
Yes, he did. He was a key contributor in losing us the Vegas series.
Ryan Graves and Philip.
Along with Mr. Phillip. Yeah.
Look, but he was so good otherwise.
No.
Not that year. Not with us for that year. But like his analytics were like really good when they acquired him.
No. It's an awful pick. You should lose.
I also want to give,
because you said that name.
I want to give a shout out to the Foot brothers. Just because of the hometown connection.
They're also good at giving the Avs goals, so that's nice.
Yeah, I remember that game last year where one of them absolutely trucked Berkey, and then Nuke just went and scored.
It's like K.
And then
2-on-1.
And then Peter called him Val Kamensky, and I was like, wow, that's actually perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd never thought of that before. Who are some other guys I like? I like Connor Sheary. Give a shout out to him.
It's a weird one, man.
What?
That's just a super obscure name. So weird.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else? There's a lot of guys that I like. Obviously, there's a lot of. I love all the ex-Avs like Belmar, Nieto. Love those guys. Nick Bonino, future Av. Oh shit! I knew who I was gonna pick for this, but then now I've lost it. Hold on. Oh shit. Okay, where is it? Bring it back, brain. You could do this.
I'm getting Fabian Zetterlund's player card.
Okay.
I'm thinking about this a lot.
Who is it? Who was I gonna pick? Who's the subtle guy that I was gonna pick? Oh, right, Nathan Walker. I love Nathan Walker.
Well, the little midget who plays for the Blues?
Yes.
What?
Like, he played the one game or did he play in Game 5? I don't know. It's just every time I see him on the ice, he's just he's like Logan O'Connor, but on the Blues. He just works his ass off.
But he sucks, man.
He's just a fun player. This isn't best player, all right? This is most fun. He was also born in Wales, and he's fucking Australian.
He's actually good. I just looked him up. He's actually good.
I figured he's like a good depth guy, but he's not big, so Craig Berube doesn't like him.
He's got really good numbers. Wow. Okay.
He was that's my big draw to him is my initial draw was that he was Welsh and then he lived in Australia, and now he's this little truck monster, and he's just a fun player. Do
you want Fabian Zetterlund's card?
He's also wears number 26. I figured I wasn't sure, but I wanted to check. He wears number 26. Nathan Walker, play for a different team so I could like you, please, dude. I was so sure in Game 6 that he was going to score the goal, and it was just going to I don't know.
It had to be Tyler Bozak because I made fun of him the entire series for sucking.
And then he scored in Game 5.
And then he scored. Okay, I just sent you Fabian Zetterlund's player card.
Dude, don't seem to be able to text. It doesn't even have a picture.
Amazing.
It's pretty good. Here you go, everybody.
87.
It's pretty good.
Look at that shot suppression. Give me a Fabian Zetterlund. I want one.
Takes too many penalties. He's bad. Give me Nathan Walker's.
Actually, totally.
It's always a good pick when you make the other person realize
how fucking obscure, dude. 9 games played, 5 points.
Nathan Walker?
No, Zetterlund.
Oh, I was like 5 games.
Last year he played 14 games and scored 8 points. Amazing.
Looks like a nice guy.
His ice time's going up too. Every game.
Nathan Walker with a mighty total of 17 points in his 63 career games played.
Mm-hmm.
I think I win because I win the obscure player one because I had the most obscure players.
Dude, Fabian Zetterlund has played.
Yeah, but you look at his point totals. I don't know.
Fabian Zetterlund has played 23 NHL games, and that's not more obscure than Nathan Walker.
No, because he's also 23, so there's a little bit of a different reasoning for that. And also, he's got like points and shit, you know.
Sure.
Like Connor Sheary was with me just bringing up Connor Sheary should automatically just give me that. But yeah, so if you guys make sure you guys follow our Twitter, we'll post it there. And yeah, let us know who you guys think we should have picked.
Or don't, because I'll probably go after you if it's someone I don't like. If I argue.
I mean, also
Andrei
don't say
Kuzmenko.
69. Don't
Andrei
say 69.
Kuzmenko, honorable mention.
You're getting blocked if you say 69.
Andrei Kuzmenko.
Is there another random guy I could pull out of my ass?
I forgot Andrei Kuzmenko.
Yeah.
Sad.
The Kuzmeister. It's her. Like, I'm just trying to think of anybody. I'm never gonna lose my love for Patrick Nemeth.
You like people who lose for us.
He was good when he was here before, and then he was really good with.
He wasn't. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, no, he was good. He was a solid. He was a solid defenseman.
He was all they had.
He was a solid defenseman, and
he was all they had.
I know people would back me up on this. He was a solid defenseman.
All they had.
He went to Detroit. He put good underlyings, and they traded for him here, and then he sucked. And he's kind of sucked ever since.
Little known fact.
The Coyotes games I went to,
Cale
he's been
McCarr's
moving the
first D
puck
partner.
better. What?
Cale McCarr's first D partner.
That's true. I did remember that. No, always gonna be a nice little soft spot in my heart.
No soft spot. He lost. He lost for us in the year that we should have. Honestly, that was the best team the Avs have had in this era.
Oh no, it's I don't know.
I think up front, defense was a touch thin.
Yeah, defense
Goalie.
was just too many
Goalie
blah
was not good.
guys.
Goalie was bad that year.
Yeah, without Frankie, it's
and a bad starter. So
all right. Well, we're leaving before Blake can give any more crap takes. So bye, everybody. Make sure to vote in the poll.